So we had some issues last class. Everything should be um, bound and parented to our character. The only thing that we have to work on would be things like the teeth and painting weights. And you guys should already start painting weights. I'm not going to go through and paint all the weights for you, um, but I will address one of the things I consider to be the hardest thing about this, and that is the mouth. And then we're going to move forward from there. So the mouth is difficult because one, the lips are pressed together. And if I open up your rig and start manipulating your mouth and it looks like that, that is an issue. Does everybody understand that? And I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. I'm trying to pull some of that up. And this is one of the things I really dislike about this rig is not the rig, but the model is just the way it is. Now, the good thing is, like we can go in here and look for the teeth. I can hide that because what I like to do sometimes is getting in here and paint inside. There we go. Open that up. All right. And we got the skull base, we got this, but I don't see the roof of mouth in here. If we look for our influences, we start getting up to here. We got the head, skull base, jaw, jaw mid, but we're missing influences from these two in here. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. I'm going to select this joint, select the mesh. Hopefully this will work. Edit, add influence, apply. And let's see where we're at. We're still here. And at least I have something now. All right. What? Locked influences. Alright, then I'm going to cheat. Until I can figure out what's going on, now I'm going to actually use the top of head. I don't have anything there. I got to figure out what's going on with the locked influences, but I should be able to use the skull base for something. I just want to get something open. And let's replace here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, I'm going to go back to here, edit influences, set max influences. Sorry, find that amusing. I know. It's not what we want, but there we go. Alright, let's see what we get. I was trying to reduce the amount of influences to make it easier on myself, but apparently that's just didn't work the way I expected it. So I set the max to 5, And right now I'm trying, all I want to do is I'm not going to paint the whole character. Well, I'm not going to demo paint the whole character because you guys have already been through that whole process, but I like going through what I consider to be the hardest parts of the character. In this case, for this one, I've been saying it since we started, which was yesterday, has been the lips. Getting the mouth to open because there's a lot of overlapping geometry here. Once we get a little bit of an opening, it should be a bit easier. Alright, let's work on a little bit of this. Alright, so we still have some issues here. I'm going to open this up even more. Ooh. And I'm probably going to have to remove whatever influence this has. So it looks like for some of these, I'm going to go ahead and use the weights hammer. And let's go ahead and hammer. Oh, nope, this will need to be to the jaw turn. Alright, let's paint some of these, and I'm going to use this tool, Vertex. Go back here. Find my roof of mouth. And hammer those weights. And probably what I could do as well, remember we have this animation, I'm sorry, general editors, component editor. And then we can remove the influences that we don't want. So looks like there's there. This is the roof of mouth. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. There we go. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That just looks so weird and awkward. Kind of like a horror movie. Does. There we go. Instead of 0, I want to set this to 1. There we go. Okay. So we still have some areas that we need to fix. And I'm going to do the same thing. I think what I'm going to do is paint these. component editor, and then jaw turn. So we still have some issues here. You can see like this vertex here. And I'm going to see if I can use a little bit of the weights hammer tool to solve some of my issues. Like this vertex, and not that one. Go back to this tool, and I want the jaw turn. And that's not really giving me what I want as for the influence. So I'm going to use the component editor once again. And then we'll set the jaw turn to 1. And then this little rogue right here, and it looks like we have some vertices that should be associated with the bottom lip. And let's see if I can hammer these to this. Make sure we're on the right one. Alright. Now I have some of these here, so slowly but surely, I'm going to hide my joints right now. They're getting in my way. Alright, and let's see if we can hammer these. Boom. And there we go. So we are getting there. Now, will the mouth ever be this open? Maybe not, but at least I'm closer to what I want it to look like than what I was. What questions do you guys have?